Such a pretty view. All right, team, let's do this.
So here's my day 2 vlog, or week 2.
And until I get a proper camera person, we're gonna be doing it myself.
So you're gonna have to bear with some issues, but check out that view today. So here we go, guys, kicking in the day with my workout. Here we go. So you're gonna get to watch me change up my training routine, and I'm gonna share with you bit by bit how it all goes. The first step is I'm gonna be changing how many days you lift weights. Instead of 5 days a week, I'm gonna drop that down to 3. And I'm gonna add in yoga and more mobility training to help keep my joints happy and healthy and more mobile as I'm getting older and a lot wiser.
Where you going? Daisy, where you going? Daisy, where you going? Hi. Where are you going?
Some of the other aspects that I'm going to use that are going to keep me injury free is to incorporate more variety in my training. So instead of doing heavy lifting with less reps, I'll be adding some reps and dropping my weight back a little bit more time. I'll also be spending more time in different phases. So I am going to be using 12-week phases because as we age, periodization in our training becomes very much more important. And that basically means how we organize our training into blocks. And this helps us alternate those muscle growth and the strength phases. And I'll also be working on keeping tension on my muscles as I'm working, and the frequency of how I stabilize my body in terms of, my joints, keeping them stable, and helping with isometric training, unilateral training, and even slower tempo. So quality is what it's all about, not quantity. As we're aging, more is definitely not better when it comes to strength training over the age of 40. And just focusing in on some really important moves that work to the best of our ability. And we're all different, and that's going to be the best plan for us as we want to stay more mobile for the rest of our lives. So here's an example of an amazing exercise for women, everybody, men and women, but women, especially over 40. All you have to do is get a long space in your house or outdoors and just step forward and do a walking lunge. You can see here I'm doing a little pulse at the bottom because I'm not holding weights. Just gives you a little bit more tension, a little bit more of a challenge. And then finishing it off with some crunches. I just picked up a weight. I'm holding it in my hands and I'm lifting it up over my head as I come to the floor, and I'm rolling up until the weight in my arms reach over my knees to help my core. And you can do these 2 moves back to back. You can do like 10 to 20 walking lunges, and then you can do 10 to 20 of these crunches and do 2 to 5 sets of them, resting about a minute in between. What a great workout. Let's get started. Are you with me?